Welcome to Writer Blocks, a reading and deconstruction tool. When you first open the tool, you'll be prompted to select a grade. We will select grade 5 and click Next. Then we will select the theme. In this case, we'll select the art of writing. We'll click Next. Then you will select a type of writing from persuasive, expository, or descriptive, or narrative. We will select a persuasive essay. We'll click Next. And finally, you'll be prompted to select a level of analysis. We are going to select mid-level, which will analyze paragraphs or parts of the text. Now we are introduced to the text. We have the introduction, the body paragraphs, and the conclusion. We are going to analyze the introduction. We click Next to get into the introduction. And once the text opens, at stage 1, the text is narrated to the student.
Stephen King once said, "If you don't have the time to read, you don't have the time or tools to write. Simple as that." As one of the iconic writers of our time, King is a writer that truly understands the craft, and as such, we should trust him when he makes the claim that being a proficient reader is critical to becoming a successful writer. A proficient reader is someone who not only reads with fluency, but also can break down text into their essential elements and determine how those elements contribute to the soundness of the entire work. For this reason, if the goal is to develop a tool that helps students become good writers, Writer Blocks is that tool, because it helps students read and deconstruct a variety of texts, from persuasive essays to short stories, into their essential elements. By successfully guiding students through the deconstruction process, Writer Blocks will initially act as a modeling tool. Modeling, especially when scaffolded correctly, has been shown to be an effective teaching technique. Further, deconstructing texts into their smaller, more digestible pieces will make the often daunting task of writing seem manageable. Lastly, through positive feedback mechanisms, students will experience a sense of accomplishment that will empower them and motivate them to write independently.
As you can see, as the text was narrated, parts of the text were highlighted and labeled for their parts. If the student decides to, he or she can click on Explore any one of these. We're going to click on Explore the Thesis, and a new window opens up. In that window, there's a description of the thesis and a video that tells the student why the thesis is important and some important things to know about the thesis. This is just stage 1. In the later stages, certain parts will not be highlighted, and the student will be prompted to highlight those parts, label them, or insert their own text.